Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've gone and bought myself another Alfa 159. I recently sold my other one, so this one come up for 800 quid. I thought might as well have a go. Quite a few fixes to do on it, so let's jump in and let's have a look. So this is how the car arrived. As you can see, the body work is very straight, very tidy. You could do with a little bit of a detail on the wheels and brake calipers, but otherwise quite a tidy motor. I really like these Vauxhall motors. They don't have to kick out some noise though. It sounds like a taxi. So I'm having a couple problems with this car. Basically the steering. It's got the old Alfa whine, hasn't it? It's either getting air in the system or it's going to need a new pump. Let's have a look through. Second problem I'm having with this car, under boost it's kicking out a load of white smoke. Previous owner reckons he's had the turbo done not long ago, so either they've not put something on the turbo properly or it's another fault, maybe injectors. The recovery guy, he reckoned it was a block DPF. I'm not too sure though, because it's only happening on boost. Let's get it in the workshop. So under the bonnet here we've got a couple clues already. Around the power steering reservoir there's a lot of misting, a lot of oil sort of spray on the top. Also, if you chase down the lines, there's loads of oil around this part. And over this side of the engine, when it's on boost, I'm getting a lot of air rushing up from the bottom. So I reckon it could be one of the boost pipes not joint, or maybe a split in one of them. So I'm going to remove a few bits and then hopefully we can find out. Since this car's recently had a turbo, I reckon a good place to start is chasing down this boost pipe. Maybe one of the guys haven't put the clip on properly or it's blown off. So I'm just chasing it down and having a look for any clues. So it looks like I've got a bit lucky here. There you go, there's your problem, split boost pipe. Trying to replace this part though, Alfa, they've quoted me £240 for this pipe. So I ended up buying one on eBay for 23 quid and it got delivered the next day. So well chuffed for that. With the car losing boost, I think the car was adding too much fuel and not getting the air, and that's what was causing the big puffs of smoke. I've now fitted the new pipe, took about 20 minutes. And now the engine management light has been turned off and it's not come back on, so that's great news. So let's jump on to the power steering fault. So I'm reluctant to simply swap out the power steering pump on this one. Obviously the noise is coming from the pump and it'd be easy to swap it out. However, with the oil that's sprayed around and also the condition of the oil in the reservoir, I'm going to swap out the oil first. Make sure everything's cleaned, all the filters are cleaned and there's no blockages. I'm also going to give the engine bay a good clean out. That way I can see where any new oil's coming from. Hopefully I can pinpoint where the leak is on the lines and replace the line. So if you are going to clean out your engine bay, I recommend you get the engine nice and hot. Leave it running and always try to avoid any electrical connectors. If it's nice and hot, at least you're going to get rid of all the moisture really fast after it. So I've read that these filters get clogged up with a lot of gunk. So I've removed that, cleaned out the lines, cleaned out the filter. I also disconnected at this joint here, started the engine, so all the fluid would just come out and yeah, then I could put new fluid back in. If you look at this lower boost hose, you can see where the power steering fluid fell onto it, and all that little bits you see on top is what was in the fluid. So that was a really mucky lot of fluid there. So I'm just going to bleed the system through, turn the wheel side to side, get any air out of the system. As you can already hear though, The sound is all so much better already. I'm probably going to flush it through one more time if there's any bits in it. Hopefully it will come out, but as you can hear, much better already. So with all the mechanical work now done, it's time to give the car a good polish up. I'm going to give it a good wax, and then also going to sort out the calipers. They've gone really dull, so freshen up the paint. Hopefully we get them looking like new again. I did this job on my last 159. Probably takes about an hour and a half. So I kept the calipers on the car because I'm pretty lazy. So if you're going to do that, just make sure you mask it up really well, because if you get paint on the discs, you're going to get loads of vibrations coming through. I've chucked a bit of primer on here, and I've got to admit the yellow looks pretty good. Probably should have kept it yellow, but I've already bought the red paint, so let's chuck the red on. So that's them finished, looking really good. Just got to wait a few days for the stickers to turn up. Taking my time on this. It's not the first time I've messed these up, so take an extra minute, get them lined up. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So there you go, finished product there. What do you reckon, guys? Especially with the wheels on, polished, looks absolutely awesome, I think. So here's the finished product, guys. What do you reckon? Lovely looking motor, I think. So, did I actually make any money on this car? Well, including shipping and buying the car, this thing cost me 800 quid. I bought a new hose for £23, and I've probably used about £10 worth of power steering fluid. So 33 quid in parts. This car came with 10 months MOT, new DPF, new turbo, and a cam belt done last summer. So I'm going to sell this for 2,200, which leaves me with a massive profit. Since it was so under budget, I bought a couple new tyres and treated it to a good service as well. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the next video.